Alright everybody, welcome back to another I wanna hug that gator. But yeah, I've seen some of the comments out there, but before I jump right into it, please everyone to support this channel, subscribe, like, comment, share to your friends and loved ones, or your dog, or an ant, or pet bird, it don't matter. Thank you either way. Or watch this video up to the end. Also, I'm sharing my Discord channel, feel free to join. Don't really need to do anything other than join. Or maybe you want to ask me a question, you can directly ask me there or on YouTube, either way, whatever suits you. Alright. Yeah, I seen the comments, man. Someone said I hope to God I don't get ending 1. I was like, oh my goodness. Looks like we're about to get in there like it's swimwear. Looks like this is the sequel of Electric Boogaloo 2. Yeah. This is gonna be insane. Oh my god, and is this one of the turning points right here? Liz? Yeah? Could it be the case that doing what you're supposed to doesn't always work? That a trick question? Let's see. If this messes up the timeline, I'm going back. I'm going back. Of course, it isn't. Is that what you're thinking? Well, you guys got in an argument over it. Olivia got hurt over it. I feel a bit responsible. Nonsense. This stupid stuff is our own petty catty squabble. But I want to do something to fix it. Well, I have an idea. What to do thing is... I don't want to upset anyone. Or worse, get them mad at me. You only want to do things that others will support then. Yeah, but here it's not an option, I don't think. It's a catch-22, sure. You're great with people, you're in the school council, probably have lots of arguments there. Like you wouldn't believe. What do you do then? Liz looks out the window, guess that's a good question to ask. But here's how I see it. If I have something that needs saying, I'll just say it. It doesn't matter how others think in that case. Some things you just have to be cold with, that's just how some things are. Oh, sorry if that's not the answer you were looking for. No, it was good. I appreciate your perspective. It's actually a good example of itself. I think it's what I needed to hear. Huh, that's a good way to put it. Thanks for the advice. I'll try to make things right once Olivia gets back. Sure. I focus on my food and what I'll say while we wait for Olivia's return. Liz offers to trade her bacon strips for a few onion rings. Sucker. Finally, Olivia comes rolling back to the table. I think this is good. We're giving her space. We're giving her to be independent. But I don't know if that's a good ending, my man. It could be. It could be not. I don't know. Is this... I'm trying to look this at a different scenario. And a different bottle of what I'm saying. It's a different scope. Compared to the first game. First game is either she's dependent or independent of us. Or we absolutely screw everything. Okay? I'm back. Hey, you were gone for a while. Yeah. Things cool here now? I was actually about to say something about it to resolve everything. Inko, you better stop yapping, my man. Oh my lord, this guy is absolutely destroying us. This is the neutral part. Oh my god. I think you both have some good points, but there's a bigger picture that we all need to see. Deep down, both of you want to be friends. Why not turn over a new leaf starting today? That's actually not bad. Is that it? Pretty much, yeah. So are we good? Sure, I guess. Yeah. Oh, we defused the bomb. Oh my god, we've planted the diffuser, everyone. That went much better than expected. After things settled down, we finish off our meals. Well, Olivia finished our meals. Liz had noticed it first when one of her whole pancakes simply vanished. And I thought my onion ring pile was looking smaller by the minute. Looking Olivia's way, she simply waved at us with the most bizarre concoction of onion rings, flapjack, syrup, and beef on her plate. What? I'll make you guys better food than this later. The theft of our food stopped shortly after that, and thought the portions had diminished. We all were thoroughly satisfied with the meal. I offered to pay or at least pitch in with a check, but Liz refused. She insisted since it was her idea to begin with. Oh. But I had always figured it was the man's place to pay for a date, and this was a date. Kinda. Or is it? Seems like we're at third wheel here. Neither of our hands lifted. Ouch! My god, I hit my hand on the table. Neither of our hands lifted from the tiny leather booklet. And I don't know how long we spent playing the tug of war over it. Olivia at least found it amusing, even recording our stare down on her phone. But victory was mine as I managed to palm my debit card to the waitress before Liz could give her back the bill booklet. With that done, all that was left for us here was making the most of the view. Olivia... Sorry, I was about to burp. Olivia led the way to the observation deck on the floor beneath the restaurant. And she immediately regretted it as the blast of cold air even had me shiver a bit. Wait, even had me shiver a bit. The altitude plus the late fall weather meant the deck was mostly clear of guests. But the view was easily worth the cold as I made the mental note to come back here one day with my DSLR. Ooh, wow. We slowly moved at the rating so we can fully take in the skyline from the bluffs and out toward the ocean, along with the city's skyscrapers that were dwarfed by the spire. As I scan over it, I doubled down on the mental note. Because seeing Olivia silhouetted by this beautiful view is... Brr, I don't get how you two can stand this temperature. Liz doesn't look that cold. All she's doing is rubbing her arms in a theatrical manner. I'm gonna be by the elevator, guys, okay? Her head moves next to Olivia and there's hushed whispers shared between them. Finally, Liz's body turns and leaves, her head following shortly after with a beaming smile. Huh, what are we doing? Oh my god, she's a wingman? She winging it? Olivia? Don't ask. Her eyes remain on the horizon. Maybe it is a little colder though, as Olivia's face is slowly turning red. Something up? Well... Her eyes trail down and her hands raise up until she's carefully examining her wrists. I watch as she carefully tests her hands, wincing occasionally as she slowly flexes and rotates her hands. Are you flexing on us? About the painting. Not until you're better. I know, I've been thinking about it. I'm going to be way out of practice when I'm all better. So you're going to practice then. She smiles as she turns to me, probably excited about the prospect of starting work on that soon. Yes, I have the mental image for it in my head and everything. Her smile lessens though and her tone becomes uneasy. I just want to make it perfect. I have the mental image but I won't have the skill. Plus between the carpal tunnel and rushing out all those pieces for Mia, I think I understand what she's getting at, but her smile is back again. Once I can paint again, I need time for practice. I want to show Mr. Edegan the greatest piece I can create. The One Piece. One Piece! The One Piece is real! Do you need anything? My words cut my thoughts off. No, I have all the paint and... No, I mean, do you need any help with your practice? Her face goes red again? Maybe. Oh my god, the Inko the Rizzler strikes again, my man. Well, I don't know how much help I can be, what with my complete lack of painting talent. But otherwise, yeah, I'll do whatever I can for Olivia. I promise. Yo, those are marrying words. I cement it with a smile and a thumbs up and a hug. I'm just kidding. Thanks. I think we only stood out on the viewing deck for a few more minutes. And after a particularly cold draft had swept over us, Olivia figured she'd had enough of the chilly air here. We made our way back inside the elevator station where Liz was standing idly. She and Olivia looked at each other for a moment. The two held their stare locked in on each other for about half a minute before Olivia looked to the side. So, what else is there to do here? A lot, evidently. Once we had gotten back to Terra Firma, Liz had taken it upon herself to walk us around the entire block. The whole area was like a miniature theme park with a lot of street vendors selling tourist trap gifts. Oh yeah, I've been there, man. We spent the rest of the day just wandering the city park here, enjoying the late fall day to the best we could. Eventually, as the sun sunk below the horizon, Mr. Ferris found us. I had forgotten that we'd come here in the first place because of a business meeting of his. Liz and him waved us goodbye as they broke away and headed for the parking lot, while I pushed a very tired gator girl to the metro station. I don't think she minded much, honestly, as she clutched her tail to her chest and used it as a makeshift pillow. She looks so sweet like that. As a perfect background for my phone. She must never learn of this though, because I don't think I'd survive. But it'd be worth it. Yes sir, we got that. We got a stolen picture shot. After going home that night, Olivia texted me all night and well into the morning. We ended up talking about all sorts of things. Mia, our art, various shows, just about everything. Never seen her that excited before. For someone with sore hands, she sure types fast. And for someone that doesn't much like talking at all, she sure types a lot. Some people do, some people don't. Either they're vocal or they're not. They're a bit more, texty. I certainly can't keep up. And when she didn't want to talk, she sent more doodles and sketches. Sleep wasn't really an option on my end either, and Guts' doodle ventures were quite entertaining to read. Since then, we've been texting more every night. Ooh, not as much since I do need my sleep. Alright, this guy is getting there. But right now, I'm just waiting for art class to end. Mr. Trigums is apparently one of those substitutes that demands complete silence until class is over, but doesn't care beyond that. Oh my god, what is this, elementary? It's like, alright everyone, we're not gonna do anything today, just... I guess it's also in high school. So even though I'm sitting about 2 feet away from Olivia, we're having to text each other. She's quite the storyteller with these doodles. Like right now, as I try to keep up with the tale of Guts writing a... What's he writing again? He's piloting the main golem for Gundam Finn. I wanna see that Gundam drawing, man. A giant robot from one of the shows she's been wanting us to watch together. I mean, we would. I totally want to. Just Olivia and I sitting side by side my couch. Maybe as we're getting tired, we start leaning against each other. I could even offer to keep her. Whoa. Whoops. Catching my phone in the precipice of my desk, I see that Olivia had sent an even more detailed version of the previous Guts drawing. And this is why, for how dumb as it is, Finn is still fun to watch. I don't get it. You almost didn't get your phone just now. If you'd watch it, you would. Could one day maybe. Damn, that absolutely messed up her wrist, man. I feel bad. Think about this. You can't really walk. And some kind of event happened where you're having a hard time using your talent. One day, yes. Oh crap, teacher. Don't want to lose my phone. Okay. After a couple of minutes without any alerts, I accept that the Gator Girl really is done for now. With a quick look at the clock on the wall, I figured I've got a few more minutes before I absolutely must hide my own phone. Edekin's been out for about a week and a half, so we've been stuck with Mr. Trigums. Apparently he doesn't like electives. I swipe back, looking through the pieces she'd sent me over the last couple hours. A lot of the references go over my head, but the few that don't earn a hearty chuckle from me. Then there's the more detailed ones, the drawings that'd be good enough to actually render. I smile as I save those. I'd be meaning to ask if she'd finished one back when she started doing this. But I never got around to it, simply saving it in a folder. A folder that's grown to a couple dozen now. Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Thank you. The announcement makes me nearly drop my phone again. They'd be going on all morning just calling random students to the office. A buzz from my phone has been checked again to see another message from the Gator Girl. Never mind. Teach is acting weird today. Weird? I look at our substitute. Mr. Trigums isn't paying any attention to us. In fact, he's just kinda looking through the desk he sat at. Weird. Same here. I think it has to do with the office thing. I don't know. I was thinking it was a short day, maybe. That was another thing. I think the entire class realized something was up with how fast class periods were going today. Yeah, what's... Oh, man. I looked at my phone. The floor, the corner of the screen chipped away. Oh, that's bad. Picking it up, back up before any of my classmates can step on it their way to lunch. I also just noticed that Ben wasn't here in class either. What's... Oh my god, something is happening. Something real serious, man. I'm not even joking. This is like the calm before the storm. Heading to lunch, I realize I'm actually not that hungry. Strange, but I guess it's an internal clock thing. I'm just so used to eating at the same time every day. Looks like I'm not the only one, as the usual war zone in the cafeteria has expanded to spill into the surrounding hallways. It's loud enough to even cover up the continued announcements. Oh god. Thank you. Mostly? I've gotten really good at weaving through the chaos relatively unscathed, but man, these guys have way too much energy. What are they even fighting about? But as always, the table in the back is left alone. Damien's chattering loudly about his day so far to Olivia, who's occasionally poking Liz across the table with a toy claw hand. Liz flails her arms around to shoo away the offending poke, but never bothers to crane her neck down from the rafters. She perks up when she sees me. Yo, it's Inko! Hey, what's going on at the Olive Garden today? Whack his noggin. The meter stick falls on my head. Gah! It's just a joke, a quip. How long did it take you to come up with that one? It was about 2 in the morning last night? Huh. Whack him again. Hey! Best $10 I've ever spent. Looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it. Just like the real one, she'll bully you for saying dumb stuff. Bite me. She makes the head nod on my face a little. Alright, that's pretty cute. I'll go sit somewhere else. Do it, I got a new friend right here. Ooh, wow, I have an actual friend that isn't addicted to makeup pheromones that makes me so happy. Your ventriloquism needs a bit of work. I still think it's a little weird. Oh, live a little. Say you guys aren't eating either? It's too early, I'll just eat when I get home. Interesting. She's usually hungry. The lunch ladies don't really try on half days. Don't they not try normally? The difference makes itself known. I was out for like a week. I'm just gonna steal some of whatever Olivia makes later. Get your own! I've changed my mind, she has too much power. This is great! Olivia reaches over to non-Damon again and snatches it out of the air. Ah, no! I aim to hitch it right to Olivia's snout. Bullseye, it's clamped shut. The evil is defeated. While I'm giggling like a schoolgirl, Olivia uses the chance to grab the hand back. Fine, no more claw today. She hastily stuffs the plastic toy in her backpack. After some more small talk, Damon's attention wanders towards Liz, who seems to be lost in thought. Hey Liz, what's in your head? Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about earlier today. I was talking to Principal Skip this morning while running some errands for Stuco, and she was really out of it. Out of it? Yeah, like she didn't want to be here today. I tried to pry, but she clammed up. I've never seen her like that before. She must have drank bad coffee or something. I don't think that makes people sad. I can tell you from experience, it just makes you really have to... Shit. Yep. Looks like I got a text. Liz pulls out her phone, craning her head down to get a better look at the screen. It's from Ben. Come, having a student council meeting. Oh my god, man. Something is cooking. I don't like this. Huh, normally it's a bit more formal than that. I guess since it's a half day and all? Nah, something urgent. Something is drastically happening. Oh well, duty call. Sorry for having to leave early, guys. No worries, Liz. We can meet up after school. Sounds good. I'll see you all later then. What would you guys want to do after school? I don't know. Maybe we can hang out at my place. Too cold to get in the pool, but I'm sure we can think of something. I look over to Olivia, who doesn't seem to have any objections to the idea, but no input of her own. Got any ideas, Liv? We could do some stuff. Like charades. Yeah, make it into a game of sorts. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Then I could really wipe the floor with Olivia. Ah, save your breath, Nito. You know my stuff will own you and your chicken scratch. Wanna bet? Ha, that's a sucker's bet. Alright then, loser has to pay for food. Deal. We shake hands, making the wager official. Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Oh my god, thank you. Oh no, the monotone voice of the intercom combined with the strange atmosphere of the school is starting to unnerve me. Yeah, me too, man. This is weird. We all look at the gator girl who... Oh my god. We all look at the gator girl who rolls her eyes and starts wheeling away from the table and towards the exit. I don't like this, bro. I don't know if I'm prepared for this. After she left, everything felt more off. Lunch came to an end and the school day was close to the same. Just a couple more periods before we can hang out somewhere with all the extra free time. I look at Olivia's desk, still empty 5 minutes into Prockling's class. I mean, yeah, she hates this class the most, but it's really become a habit at this point. Just like how it's become a habit for me to write an extra set of notes for Olivia. I look at the 2 mostly blank pages in front of me. Like with our other teachers, I notice something's off with Prockling. She barely says anything instead of just asking us to read the chapter in the Great War. I do as I asked, and 5 pages in, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that it was the stupidest reason for World War to break out. A bunch of European countries unhappy with being ruled by a bunch of other European empires deciding to revolt and dragging all their allies into quagmire. I'm really struggling to make sense of the info, made worse with how outdated the textbooks are. Seriously, they're written so bad it ought to be a crime. It was this pro-Gilded Age corporatism, the kind that was generally believed that anything bigger than a gathering of 10 people was a form of unionism. With a sigh, I busy myself with taking notes for myself on Olivia. As I do, my eyes continue to wander the classroom. Everyone looks just as disinterested in the subject matter. I look over to Broccoli and she herself doesn't seem interested in the subject matter as well, which is weird, man. Something is going on. I don't like it. I don't like it, my man. Yet there she is, spacing out. Yeah, she's spacing out. Everyone's on edge. Weird day. Half day. What the flip is going on? Somebody spilled the goddamn beans. Would Incognito please report to the office? Oh my lord. I look up to Miss Brockling. I got called, but she's still the arbiter of who leaves her class and when. But she doesn't meet my eyes at all. If anything, it looks like she's actively trying to avoid eye contact. My god, something's gonna burst open. Holy shit. My mind immediately begins to wonder, why am I being summoned to the office? They sure are calling up a lot of people today. Maybe it's related to 2 weeks ago? That could be it, and I'm afraid it could be it. The only thing keeping me company in my march to the principal's office is the sound of rubber soles on tile. They must spend a fortune in polishing these floors. It's not long before I notice another pair of footsteps coming from somewhere ahead of me. I squint my eyes quickly, recognizing the figure that approaches. It's Ben! Oh my god, he's sad! As the parasaur makes his way closer, I notice a complicated expression on his face. Hey Ben, what's going on? He flinches as I call his name and looks around like a lost child before he spots me. We make eye contact for a few seconds, but he doesn't say anything. My god. Yo, this is bad. This is bad. This is absolutely bad. I don't want to know. A sinking feeling takes hold of my chest. Exactly. I almost try to speak up and stop him, but can't think of anything to say. I guess I better get going. After another minute of walking, I reach the door of the principal's office and find it wide open. Come in. Alright, who is this? Mr. Ferris. Wait a minute. That's why Skater didn't want to be here, my man. However, in closer inspection, I noticed things look a little more disheveled than expected. Manila folders are strewn across the desk. One of the filing cabinet drawers hangs open. The plot, an investigation has happened. Mr. Nito, my attention suddenly pulled away towards a hulking figure sitting behind the desk. I can only imagine what that office chair is going through right now. My lord. Sir, is everything alright? I have a seat, please. He motions at a small plastic chair at my side of the desk. How have you been, Inco? I oblige his request, taking a seat and trying to suppress my anxiety. I think I'm doing well. He nods himself, holding his eyes closed. That's good to hear. The way he looks down at an open folder in his desk, taking a moment. This guy takes his job seriously. He's built different, man. He's scary. He got that aura with him. I have news for you regarding your instructor for AP Art Design and Photography. He's fired? A fine teacher. If student service are anything to go by, he also spoke quite highly of you. Did you have a strong relationship with him? Yeah, I think so. He got fired, didn't he? Did something happen? My heart drops as Ferris' brow lowers ever so slightly. Suddenly, his tone completely shifts into one more clinical. Over the last 2 years, Mr. Itigan has been suffering from a rare form of chondrosarcoma that originated in his vertebrae. His tone is heavy. I don't quite know what ailment. That's why the man has always been happy. Always like he always goes to these decisions like, fuck it. It's like it's his last day on earth, my man. He's by no means a fragile man, but the tiredness he tries to hide is barely concealed. Every student here is broken. The news too has taken something more from him. Tensing himself slightly to be as tactful as he can, the attendant reverence is lost as he recited scripted lines just a few too many times already. He can't muster much more than this flat citation. This analysis means nothing. I'm just distracting myself from the reality of the situation, as a prolonging a confirmation will keep it from happening. Mr. Ferris notices my subtle confusion and clarifies like he must have done a few dozen times already. Bone cancer. Oh my god, no. Why? Oh my lord. Not my boy, Mr. Leon. Guy saved Raccoon City, man. I've watched all the animated movies. He's him. Mr. Itigan was well advised by medical professionals about the treatment options available to him, and the district offered him a generous medical leave in recognition of his tenure here at St. Hammond. He turned both of these down. The cacophony of thoughts swirling in my head, making it nearly impossible to think, impossible to focus on anything. My god, bone cancer? Holy fuck, man. Time passes, I'm not sure how much, but I still can't get a grip on my own mind. I know this is... It's only one thing that I can muster the will to ask. Why? The whale grimaces. I wish I had an answer. His inflection tells of his own questioning thoughts. The exchange seems to give Ferris the energy to continue, however. On Sunday, Mr. Erdogan was hospitalized due to complications with his illness. He passed... Oh! My... God! I'm ending this video right here. On a really sad note, I'm sorry everyone. Damn, I can't even say anything. Just... I guess I'll see everyone in the next video. Yeah. Holy shit. I like the character, man. Guy was cool. They do say people who are at the end of their life, a star shines brighter before its end. Bye everyone. See ya.